had a really good game. Um, in a game where I didn't expect him to play as well as he did, but he also was coming off of an injury. And the only reason why he's here is because his team lost the game. And that's Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson, I think, is definitely someone who needs to be considered an honorable mention. Where he only completed 9 passes and 9 out of 19, so it's not a great percentage, honestly, as far as when it comes to that. But he threw for 212 yards and 2 touchdowns, a pick. He was sacked twice, QBR of 87.5, and passer rating of 101.2. And you ask why? Why does he have? Why is he considered an honorable mention? Well, he threw 2 touchdown passes of 50 plus in this game. One of those passes, he didn't even step into the throw. If you look at the throw, he just launched it, and it was a dime to Ashton Doolin. 54-yard touchdown pass to him. And then he threw another one, which was 60 yards to Alec Pierce, who had a who had a pretty good game. 3 catches for 125 yards and a touchdown. Anthony Richardson also had a rushing touchdown, so he was responsible for 3 touchdowns in that game. And a very close game to the Houston Texans, who won that division last year. Um, I mean, of course, because the Jacksonville Jaguars squandered it, they pretty much tanked that year in the end and lost the division to to the Houston Texans. But the Indianapolis Colts are not a team to you know to sniff at. I think with everything going right, with Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson on this team, along with Michael Pittman Jr., Donnie Mitchell, who they drafted this year, um, they have an opportunity to make some things happen. And yeah, he has a strong arm. Anthony Richardson is another guy, another dual threat quarterback who can make some issues happen in the NFL. And if given if given continued opportunities to play this well, and his protection gets a little bit better, and everything starts going well, the defense starts steps up, and everything. This Indianapolis Colts team can be one of those teams that didn't make the playoffs this year that can definitely do that this year, especially if they have a chance to win the division. I think this division is open between the 3 teams in there, and maybe even you throw the Titans in there, maybe. But the Texans, the Jaguars, and the Colts, I think they all have an opportunity to win the division. I don't think it's by far um, the Texans' division to lose, because they only won this game by 2 points, and it's just the start of the season. It's just week 1, but something to watch out for. Something to watch out for. So, um, with being an honorable mention, you get a doghouse cry. And then the other guy I want to talk about, um, like I said, I talked about his team already, but I feel like I should be talking about him now, and that is Derek Carr. We famously joke about this in the chat that Joe voted him to be the MVP a few seasons ago, and we all see that that did not happen. Of course, I think that was 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, where he thought that he was going to be the MVP of the year. That was after they got Devontae Adams, of course, and we all know how that season went for him. It wasn't MVP esque in any shape, form, or fashion. However, he played a great game against a terrible team. The Carolina Panthers are in the doghouse for a reason. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't make Derek Carr a dog. It's because that team is just absolutely terrible. It's just bad. The team doesn't look like it improved in any way. Um, was it J.C. Horn, who was also hurt last year for the Carolina Panthers, came in that game and he was talking trash. He was talking trash to Derek Carr, and Derek Carr said, "I got 3 touchdowns on you." 3 on you. And he threw 3 touchdowns in that game. I believe he had the if not the highest or the second highest passer rating in the NFL, 142.5. His QBR was 84.9. He threw for 200 yards, 19 and 23, 3 touchdowns. He had a game. Rashid Shaheed had a 59-yard catch that he got from Derek Carr. He had 3 catches for 73 yards out of 5 targets, so he caught 3 out of 5. Foster Moreau had another touchdown that he threw to him. The Panthers defense was so bad and made Derek Carr look like he should be in the MVP conversation. That's how bad the Panthers defense was, and that's how great he looked on Sunday. So, Derek Carr, you are this week's honorable mention along with Anthony Richardson.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.